Today we had a seminar, obviously with Rodrigo Gracie. I've been doing this for a while, probably 14 years, as old as my son's been. 14 years. I'm always glad to have Royce, Rodrigo all the time here. It's a pleasure. They're doing me a favor. They're doing all us a favor, trying to bring that martial arts, which is Jiu-Jitsu. And like I said, he has, storybook about Jiu-Jitsu in his family. I'm trying to start my own, like we all are around the world. All I can say, man, we owe it to the Gracie family. To me, in my opinion, is to the guys that I kind of look up to is Rodrigo Gracie and Royce. So those are the guys that I see the most. Because of them, I've gotten breaks. I was talking to Rodrigo today about, I could never imagine myself going to, places like Japan, Thailand, Croatia, Bulgaria. Even now, I was just talking to him a little while ago. I got a couple of gigs coming up with Art of War there in China. I was telling him I got the gig going on there. That's a big thing there in China for they're really trying to get their MMA, and they're looking for somebody out there, and they kind of asked me if I'd be willing to go. I said, yeah, man, I'd love to go there and teach Jiu-Jitsu. For what I am today, because of guys like him and the whole family. It sounds like a cliche. Everybody starts, yeah, Kid Gracie. That's what it is, man. And even today, the MMA aspect, we tend to forget and start talking about other people and this guy, but we tend to kind of forget and go back and say, you know what, that family, the Gracie family, they're the guys that are responsible for what we do today. And like Rodrigo was saying about some stories about any other martial artist, they've been doing it forever, man. So, like I said, it sounds like a cliche, and you're going to keep hearing that all the time. Man, these guys and some other people might not agree, but, the fact is, whether it's on paper, on video, or in the mind, it's there. There's so many words, like I said, I could say by words. If you could just only imagine, what goes through my head. If when I go to sleep, if I'm driving, like I said, to me it's like, it's everything. It's just everything for me. It pays my bills. If I'm talking to my wife and I say, this is coming on, or to my kids, to my son, it's a whole family affair. We love to have him. My kids love to have him. If you go right now to the van, you'll see a bunch of pictures, and you say, man, are you a freak or something? They just picture that dude. Why you like that guy? I admire that guy, man. So, words, I can talk here all day long and just say, there's no words I can say. That's all I can tell you. The network that is in McAllen, I was the first network here in Brownsville to bring and do the actual Jiu-Jitsu from the main source of water, which is Rodrigo, Royce, and the family. The other network out there on the other side of town, which is about an hour away from us. We kind of really don't. He does his thing on his side of town. It's like somebody selling his business on one side of town, the other guy deals on the other side of town. But hopefully in the future, if we can kind of come, meet halfway somehow, and then we'll talk and maybe we can work something together and hopefully make the network kind of combine with students and the instructors. The main thing, right now for all of us, everybody knows who I am by now. Everybody knows who the guy is over there on the other side, which is Mr. Mike out there. He was my ex-student. And, like I said, he does his thing, and I said, there's going to be certain things that we don't agree on, like anything else. Maybe I don't agree with what my wife tells me. I said, no. Or maybe I tell Royce or Rodrigo, he says, you know what, do this. No, you got to do this. And I said, no, I want to do this. It's just certain things that he does, I do, and just pretty much the way we go. I got, we were fighting for a pro circuit called Recon Garza Promotions right now. That is a pro circuit that we have right now. It's obviously for a lot of people out there, I mean, they say, man, you guys are fighting pro. It's not, UFC is not K1, or it's not that they're not going to make thousands, or
Train just like a pro.
yeah, but you train, everybody, we do the same thing. I mean, my guys can tell you, I mean, we're out there Saturday and Sunday hitting the tracks, ladders, the ropes. I mean, that's what we do, and we're there 7 days out of the week, twice a day. I mean, I got like 3 fighters. I got a fighter, Elias, and I got a bunch of other guys. Right now, he's currently my #1 guy out there. He's undefeated still right now. We also participate in the amateur circuit, which is Texas Rage. I mean, that's a big thing right now. I mean, it's sort of like going back into the Jiu-Jitsu, and then the same family, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, brought in that MMA. We're kind of following the same aspect, or the same stuff that they've been doing for many years. So, or MMA. So like I said, we do the Jiu-Jitsu and we do the MMA also. And I'm going to kind of copy what Rodrigo said earlier. Our nature, our main thing is Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, I feel very confident in him being on the ground. Like I said, we work extremely on our conditioning. I mean, like I said, from the track work that we do, they're all by time. I just don't have them run. You got to make the time. Say, hey, dude, you didn't make time. So on the Jiu-Jitsu aspect, we will always fall back on our Jiu-Jitsu. But of course, I mean, we start standing up, so we do a lot to kind of improve our standing. His chances are really, really high. I mean, I get excited just watching in there, and then when they come out, whether they win or lose, it brings this big smile. But I mean, reality is, if they bring a big old W with an exclamation, I mean, that's really what we all want, and that's just a human nature. We all want that W, which is the win. So, no, other than that, I mean, I just like to say that thanks to Rodrigo and his family. Like I said, people out there, don't forget, man, the family, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, some people, like I said, think otherwise, but I mean, they're the ones really that brought up. And like I said, it's going to sound like a cliche again. I'll repeat that again, everybody. You keep saying the same thing. I mean, it's going to be here forever. It's like a tattoo.
We need enemies.
That's right. I like them.
Johnny,
So,
where can you get a hold of Johnny?
you can get a hold of me at www.gbjj.net, and you guys can get some information in there. And also visit, of course, www.valleytudo.com, and of course www.virtualgracie.com also. So, I mean, there's plenty of information in there, and or www.hoistgracie.tv.